Hello my beautiful planty friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Pita and I'm the owner of Pita's Planters, a rare plant shop located in Dallas, Texas, and I post videos bi-weekly telling you everything I've learned about caring for hundreds of plants in my shop. And this is a bonus video. I decided to do an extra video this week because we actually had a shipment come in today in the shop, and as you know, I'm the main person that orders all the plants in the shop, and I'm just so excited about so many of the plants that came in that I figured why not just make a video of some of these plants, and I wanted to highlight some of the ones that I'm most excited about. So hopefully you enjoy it. Alright, so up first we have the Anthurium deltaphores. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so excited that we finally were able to bring in a nice mature size. We have had them in the past, but they're normally tiny little babies, so you can't really see that iconic like Dorito shape of this Anthurium. If you're not familiar with this Anthurium used to be like thousands of dollars, as most rare plants start out before they're tissue cultured and then they drop in price by a lot. But they're finally like starting to trickle in and make it out into most nurseries. I do still think it's pretty rare, especially a more rare specimen like this one, but we got this one in and I'm just so in love. I think it's such an iconic Anthurium, and the best part is that it's actually a Clarinervium hybrid, and I don't know if you can see here, but I have a Clarinervium in my personal collection because I think that it's one of the easiest Anthuriums to start off with if you want to get into Anthuriums. So all that to say that the Anthurium deltaphores may be super rare and super iconic, but it's actually pretty easy to care for. And this one will be retailing for $200 and something to $300. All these prices, by the way, are not super set in stone yet. Like, we just got the shipment, so we're still in the process of pricing everything. In general, I just like to keep the prices as affordable as possible. And it's hard to compete with like Home Depot or other places like that. But I can guarantee you that you will not find a deltaphores this nice, this pest-free and beautiful at Home Depot. But anyway, next up we have Pilea peperomioides mojito. This is the absolute first time that we bring this plant into the shop, and I'm so excited because the Pilea plant, or the friendship plant, or the saucer plant, or the Chinese money plant, it goes by so many different names, but this is such an iconic plant. And now we have the variegated version, and this variegation I actually really like. I like anything that looks splashy or galaxy-like, and this is definitely giving me those vibes. So this one is retailing for around $39.99, I believe. Next we have Hoya hushkeliana variegated, and this is another one of those plants that used to be so expensive, and it's finally starting to come down in price. And I understand why this one was so expensive because it's so beautiful. The really cool thing about this one is that when you give it lots of bright light, it does sunstress red or pink. So this one is great for like hanging somewhere where the sun will hit it. Like direct morning or afternoon light is probably ideal for this plant. Like in a south-facing window, it would be absolutely perfect. And this one is retailing for around $35 to $38. I realized we had so many Hoyas in the shipment. If you know anything about our shop and the people that work at our shop, then you know we're Hoya heads. I love Hoyas. And another Hoya that we got in the shipment is Hoya obovata intervariegated. Hoya obovata holds such a special place in my heart because it was my first Hoya that ever bloomed for me, and it has a gorgeous bloom. And now you can get the intervariegated version. As with any Hoyas, I would say lots of bright light is key. Make sure you water it as soon as the soil dries out. Some people prefer to let them dry out longer. I don't. For some reason, I like to water them as soon as they're drying out, but it really depends on the Hoya. There are some Hoyas, like the Hoya multiflora, that tend to be a bit more thirsty, and then other Hoyas that dry out a lot faster. So yeah, it really depends on the Hoya, I would say. Speaking of Hoyas, another Hoya that we got in is Hoya Nova Ghost. This Hoya is another iconic one, and it is the first time that we get it into the shop in a 4-inch size, and I believe that the 4-inch size is retailing for $50-something. I'm not entirely sure yet, but this one is really known for the like the high silvery leaves that it has. Some are a little less silver, but overall it's really well known for that silvery look to it. It's such a beautiful and iconic Hoya. We also got Hoya carrii outer variegated. Anything that's heart-shaped leaf, I think it's just so beautiful. And those are retailing for about $29 to $30. Another really exciting Hoya that we got in is Hoya Silver Dollar. Oh my gosh. When this plant matures, and if you can put it like on a trellis, oh, that silvery leaf, it's just so gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful, and it's another one of those rare Hoyas that you definitely can't find as easily, and that one is retailing for $59.99. Another fun Hoya that we got in is Hoya fungii, and this one is retailing for $22. This one kind of reminds me a bit of the crassipetulata. It's a really fast grower like the Hoya crassipetulata, but the leaves are a bit more round, and I would say slightly thicker than the Hoya crassipetulata. This one's really fun, super easy to care for, and that one is retailing for $22. Oh my gosh, I keep reordering the blue oil ferns because this is legit one of my all-time favorite plants. I love plants that look unique, and especially iridescence. Oh, iridescence on plants is just so freaking beautiful. And this fern is unlike any other fern. It's actually more chill, more easygoing, not high maintenance at all, like the traditional ferns that you see at stores that are super thirsty, and if you just forget to water it for a few hours, I swear they die. No. This fern doesn't act like a fern at all. This one, honestly, you can neglect it and it'll do great. That's what I love about it. Another beautiful Aglaonema that we got in is Aglaonema Tropic Passion. This one is not as rare, but I'm just so in love with it. Look at all the colors. Look at all the beautiful splashiness. I do love me a really bright, beautiful Aglaonema. And if you want to get into Aglaonemas yourself, the green varieties usually do fine in like lower levels of light. However, if you decide to go with a more colorful variety, they do tend to like more light to keep those nice, beautiful, strong colors. So again, a south-facing window or a window where you get direct morning sun or direct afternoon sun. They will do really great there. And don't be afraid to give your plants direct sunlight. As long as they're inside and it's just a few hours at a time, they're gonna do great, especially like Hoyas, Aglaonemas, some philodendron that do require a bit more light to be nice and happy and thriving. Alocasias. We got 2 alocasias. Well, I think 3 alocasias that I'm really crazy about. So the first one is Alocasia loco. This alocasia took me by surprise because for the longest time I have seen pictures of it and I thought, you know, like, yeah, it's cool, I guess. It's like unique. It has a very unique looking leaf shape. But when I saw it in person, I actually really liked it. It is pretty unique. I would say it's it reminds a lot of people of Alocasia venom, but obviously it's like way different. There's no silver there. The leaves are a little bit different, but it does give me like that kind of vibe. It's a really cute Alocasia, and that one is only $32, so really affordable and unique. The other one that we got in is Alocasia odora batik. This alocasia I absolutely love, and mainly because of the high variegation. So it's a very unique plant. It's a very fast grower. You'll see here that the roots were completely sticking out of the bottom. These specific ones are really nice, and those are retailing for only $29.99. Back to Hoyas. Another Hoya that I was really pleasantly surprised by are these 6-inch Hoya compacta variegated. We do get the variegated Hoya compactas pretty frequently, but we normally only get them in the 4-inch size. Hardly ever do we find them in the 6-inch size, and especially almost never this nice and full. So I was really pleasantly surprised by these, and they're actually retailing for only $45.99 for that size. So I really love those. These are slower growers, but they are so beautiful when they finally start trailing and you hang them up somewhere. These, I do recommend giving them lots of bright light, fertilizer, you know, treat them the way you would treat all of your other Hoyas. And it might reward you with a beautiful bloom. Oh my gosh, another beautiful Aglaonema that we got in is Aglaonema khanza pink. Now this is a smaller version, but this is a really rare variety that we hardly ever get in. And this one is retailing for $39.99. Moving on to begonias. I don't know why, but a lot of people seem to be afraid of begonias. They think that they're hard, and honestly, they're way easier than you might think. So if you've been staying away from begonias, maybe give it a shot. I would say definitely try to start with angel wing or cane begonias. They tend to be a bit easier than the Rex begonias. But we got a few really cool begonias this time around. One of them is Begonia Maurice Amey. Oh, I love pink. I love pink plants, and look at this one. It is insane. Look at all those beautiful pink dots with the right lighting. It looks almost like reflective. Such a beautiful begonia. The other one that we got in is Begonia sinbad. Now we only got about like 2 or 3 of these. The people that grow these begonias, they are running low on a lot of their more like rare, uncommon varieties. So we were only able to snag about 3 of them. And we also got Begonia Silver Eagle. That is this beauty here. And in the world of begonia, there's a lot of really cool, unique begonia hybrids. And here in Dallas, we actually have one of the biggest hybridizers of begonias, and that is Steve Sleeves. They are absolutely amazing people. But we also are friends with other begonia hybridizers, one of them being Harmony. They hybridize so many beautiful begonias, and that's usually where we get these cool hybrids from. To wrap it up here, again, this is only a little intro or highlight of some of my favorite plants that came into the shop, but there are so many other ones that arrived that I just didn't get a chance to record or show you. So if you want to see them and you're local, make sure to stop by the shop this week. We're open from Wednesdays through Sundays. But last 2 that I want to highlight is one, Variegated Euphorbia poissonii. By the way, you guys, please forgive me if I mispronounce things. I never know how things are pronounced. Like, everyone pronounces them the way they want to pronounce it, and I think that's fine. There's different pronunciations to everything. But anyway, this Euphorbia is gorgeous. The variegated version is just insanely beautiful. And then the other one is Euphorbia White Ghost. These are insane. So these are 4-inch size here, but they might as well be in a 6-inch pot because they are humongous. And look at that variegation. And that one is retailing for $38.99. I believe the poissonii is around 20-something dollars, I believe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's a specific plant that you want to see, and we can always try to bring it into the shop. And if you would like to shop for some of these plants but you're not local, make sure to join our live sales on Instagram. Our handle is Pita's Planters. We go live every Thursday at 6 p.m. and we show you the specific plants that you request, and you can claim plants there, like very specific plants. So it's fun. You can shop from your couch and hang out with us. Anyway, guys, that was a special for this week. Make sure to stick around to watch my video coming out next week on Wednesday. It's going to be all about growing Alocasia and semi-hydro, how to take them from corms to a full-grown mama plant. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and thank you again so much for watching and for being here. Love you all and have a wonderful day.